I never thought I would be saying this and am beyond speechless right now. I am pregnant. Can't believe that just came out of my mouth. I was not expecting to have a baby this soon, and I'm still trying to process everything. And I just don't even know the right way to feel right now. I decided to take a pregnancy test the other day because I was feeling a little strange, and the test came out positive, and I decided to go to the doctors to confirm that I wasn't crazy, and yes, I am having a child. I just feel a lot of anxiety.
I cannot even with what Gypsy Rose just did for April Fool's Day. Girl, she dropped this whole video where she's acting like she might be pregnant again. She's 34, jumping around all excited, big smile on her face, holding up a pregnancy test like it's the real deal. The energy was giving full on surprise, besties, and then boom, gotcha. It turns out it was just an old test from when she was carrying Aurora back in 2024. She straight up admitted she kept that thing and thought it would be hilarious to tease everybody with it.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard is now calling anyone who is offended by her pregnancy April Fool's prank video woke. Anna McCormick here left a comment saying, "Guess you were in prison when it was made clear you don't joke about pregnancy for an April Fool's joke." Gypsy Rose Blanchard responded, "Yeah, in prison we don't have an awareness of how much the world has changed and became humorless and sensitive. There's no such thing as woke behavior in prison. Prisoners typically only get offended when someone is personally attacking them or offending them on a personal level to their face and calling them by name. I came out to such a different world." How do we feel about that comment? Look, I guess it really does depend on your perspective. I've seen people on both sides of the fence. Some people feel like it's a joke, unoriginal April Fool's joke at best, while others are very offended by Gypsy's April Fool's prank video. They feel like it's very insensitive and pregnancy is just not something to joke about. It's not funny, so why make a joke about it? Where do you guys stand on Gypsy's pregnancy prank video? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Now listen, a lot of people were not here for it, and honestly, I kind of get where they're coming from. Pregnancy jokes, especially fake ones on April Fools, can land really differently when you know how many women are out there fighting tooth and nail just to get that positive line. You know what I mean? The ones doing round after round of IVF, spending crazy money, putting their bodies through so much stress and hope, only to sometimes face heartbreak after heartbreak. Or the mamas who've been through losses and miscarriages that most of us can't even wrap our heads around. So, when someone who already has a beautiful baby posts something like that for laughs and clicks, it can feel pretty tone deaf, right? I'm not saying she meant it that way, but oof. But here's where it got even messier. When folks started calling her out in the comments, she really doubled down. Somebody basically told her that joking about pregnancy like this isn't cute anymore, especially at her age.
It's so gross to me. And maybe Gypsy genuinely thought she was being funny. And maybe this would have been funny if she was like a 9th grader and she was doing this to her mother. But then again, she no longer has a mother, which is her own doing. But never for a second did she sit back and think to herself, nah, this ain't the one. Because with 9 million followers, I can guarantee you have several thousand, if not maybe even a couple of 100,000 women that follow her that have struggled with infertility or lost a child. But Gypsy has proven time and time again she does not think past herself or her need for attention and clicks and views before posting something. It's literally always the same wash, rinse, and repeat. Which brings me to the next point. Peep the color of this outfit. Purple. And this one, pink. It makes me wonder if Gypsy's busy role-playing her personality Kitty. And if you don't know that personality, let me read to you what Gypsy Rose wrote about that personality. Well, let's start with my little girl side. She's a 10-year-old, loves her dolls and stuffed bunny, and her favorite colors are light pink and light purple.
And her response? She said something along the lines of, yeah, when I was in prison, we didn't really have all this awareness about how sensitive the world has gotten. There's no woke behavior behind bars. People only get mad if you call them out by name to their face. She was like, I came out to a whole different world, shocked face emoji and everything. I mean, on one hand, prison life really is its own little bubble, but girl, she went in back in 2015. Social media was already blowing up by then, and people have been calling out insensitive pregnancy pranks for years. It's not some brand new rule that just popped up while she was away. 1 in 6 couples deals with infertility stuff. That's been a conversation for a long time. Low-key, it feels like she's putting the blame on everybody else for not finding it funny instead of just owning that maybe the joke didn't land well. And then Ken, her baby daddy, jumped right in with "fuck the joke police," basically telling the critics to back off.
She likes Care Bears and Barbies. She loves your submissive side. She calls him her boyfriend and worships you 'cause you're her daddy. She knows about smecks, but wishes to please rather than be pleased, as she does not understand desire yet. She will give you smecks to be a good girl. Just a quick reminder, this is about a 10-year-old personality of hers. Let's continue. She will give you smacks to be a good girl and get your attention and love. She's easily made happy by hugging her, kissing her, holding her, and rewarding her with a new Barbie doll. That's fucking disgusting. Also, since I know you watch all my videos, will you please fix this part of your effing wig? Because why does it always look like you have some weird-ass bump going on right there? Brush your damn curl out, girl.
Gypsy even replied from one of her other accounts. You know, the backup one she made after that whole situation with her main account and that former friend slash manager drama. She was like, "I don't think they got the memo that we have to go through IVF. Feel bad for me?" Then she dropped a screenshot of some article talking about how they'd probably need IVF for any future kids. Ugh, I cannot with that part. So now it's not just the prank itself, it's the doubling down, the world is too sensitive take, and throwing the IVF thing in there like it excuses everything. Ken backing her up with that energy too. Yeah, that added a whole other layer. Real talk, I'm all for having a sense of humor, but there are certain topics that just aren't the best material for April Fools, especially when you're a public figure with a complicated past and a little one at home. You've got Aurora now. You know how precious that journey is and how hard it is for so many families.
Seriously, Gypsy Rose pulling a April Fool's joke with a pregnancy test that was old. Do you know how many people are struggling with infertility and struggling with having kids or trying to have another kid or with miscarriages? That is not funny. Like, I get it. It's an old test from a previous pregnancy or whoever's pregnancy it was. But that's still not cool or not okay to do. It's not surprising. But by the way, I'm going to play a clip that is one of the clips she sent Nick. And this is just, in fact, a way she lies to him.
Because I am a virgin. I know due to the clothes that I'm wearing right now, I look like a slut. But I'm your slut, so that's all that matters. But really, I've always been the good girl. One that didn't want to, do anything serious with the boy, or, my mom is so overprotective that having a boyfriend was completely not okay. So, basically, you're my first boyfriend, and you're the person that I'm going to share all my firsts with. And so that's first kiss, first time having sex, first just everything. And every sexual experience that comes with.
People online are split right down the middle, though. Some are saying it was just a dumb, harmless joke and everyone needs to chill. Others are high-key upset, calling it another example of zero accountability, posting whatever gets attention and then acting shocked when it backfires. She even tried to point out that her friend Natalie did something similar around the same time, like, "See, it's not just me." But the backlash kept rolling in anyway. And the timing? Fertility awareness stuff is literally right around the corner, which makes the whole dancing around all hyped up video with that old yellowed test feel extra wild. Some people keep keepsakes like that, sure, but using it for a prank? Not everyone's gonna find that cute.
Okay. First time doing everything. Kiss, everything. She explains to Nick that he is going to be the first one to do everything with her. And that is wrong because she had a relationship with Dan Glidewell and they did most of those things. Now, he also said that she had all those different characters and portrayed different roles. So it was not her first time with Nick. She was manipulating him so bad that she had to play the innocent victim. Because remember Alan? Alan was in the picture, and that's in your house. So if your mother wouldn't let you have a boyfriend or be in contact with another man or boy, then who was he, Gypsy? Huh? And it looks like Dee Dee and Gypsy love to play dress up together. But you knew that manipulating Nick was the perfect way to go because you couldn't manipulate the other men that you were talking to. Like, I just want to know how many pictures you were sending him and other people to manipulate them as well into all this facade.
Here's my honest take. I don't think she's completely clueless. She's smart. She's been figuring out this influencer world for a while now. But maybe after everything she's been through, she really does see things through a different lens. Still, that doesn't make it okay to brush off real people's pain as just humorless and sensitive. A little self-awareness and my bad, that didn't land right, would go such a long way instead of telling the whole internet to lighten up. Okay, but wait, there's even more family tea bubbling up, and this part is getting wild. There's been this rumor going around that Gypsy might have had something to do with her sister, Mia, getting let go from her nursing job. Now, this is all alleged, okay? We're talking online chatter and rumors, nothing confirmed.
Oh, I'm a girl's girl. I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't think a girl's girl would falsely accuse another girl of SA. Remember when you did that back in prison? Gypsy, let me tell you a story about what a girl's girl actually is. You see my eye here? You see this black eye? Yeah. I got it because I got a little too funky at Funky Town. That's a story for another day. Yesterday, I went tanning, and I convinced my man to go with me. And when I checked in to go tanning, the girl behind the counter, who was maybe 20 years old, she noticed my eye. So while I was tanning, she slid a note under my door, asking if I was okay and if I needed help. In fact, I brought the note home. I was blown away when I got out of the tanning bed and saw this note.
But what made people side-eye it harder is the timing. Not long after the talk started picking up, Mia's LinkedIn apparently switched from labor and delivery nurse over to dermatology. That little update made the story stick around longer than random gossip usually does. Folks were saying they tried asking Mia about it during one of her lives and ended up getting blocked. Again, alleged, but it added to the weird vibe. Some wondered if their mom, Christy, was pushing Mia to go live, more so she could make money after whatever happened with the job. Others brought up that maybe the hospital wasn't thrilled about her vlogs or work-related TikToks, even though, from what I've seen, those videos never showed anything wild. No patient stuff, name tag turned around, just casual life clips.
I made a video about Gypsy and Mia, where Gypsy is jealous of Mia, and I'm scared for her, which is nothing new. I made a claim that Mia may have lost her job due to Gypsy. And I made a second video explaining this is a rumor. This is what I heard. And here's where I got the information from. Here's the supporting evidence that makes this conjecture seem likely. However, there were a couple comments on my video that I thought fixed that. Y'all, sometimes we don't get it right. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't right, but if people are arguing in the comments and it's just becoming a back and forth type of thing, I'm just going to be proactive and take it down because I don't want to give out wrong information. And I think I could have been doing that or could have been misconstrued as that. So yeah, I want you guys to be able to trust that the information I bring you is the best of my knowledge. The post was gaining traction. I'm not keeping it up till, I took it down. So, and good night.
You know, Mia being Gypsy's sister has always been a sore spot in the family. Gypsy herself has openly said she's been jealous of Mia since the day she was born, even while she was locked up. She's called her one of her biggest triggers multiple times. When your own sister admits something like that, it's no wonder some space might feel necessary, right? Speaking of space, around last Thanksgiving, Mia allegedly unfriended Gypsy and deleted a bunch of their old pictures together. The story floating around was that she wanted to keep some professional separation. Whether that's 100% accurate or not, the pattern is there. The alleged job situation, the LinkedIn change, the unfriending, skipping that girl's trip, it all lines up like someone trying to protect their peace and their career from getting pulled into the nonstop Gypsy drama. Think about it. Being closely tied to Gypsy seems to bring a lot of extra baggage for the people around her. We've seen it happen with others who got too close before. Mia was out here building a solid, respectable life, going to school, working as a labor and delivery nurse. That's not the kind of job you just casually step away from. If the family chaos started affecting her work, that's heavy.
I think GRB and Mia are still on the outs. Like, Mia is still not talking to GRB, and I'm very happy for that. Because if there's two people I worry for, it's Baby and it's Mia. I know around last Thanksgiving, Mia had unfriended GRB and took down all of her pictures. I'm sorry, that's my husky. But I know that Mia had unfriended her, and it was to create distance for her professional life. She got fired because of GRB, and I'm sure she distanced herself also because GRB's a fucking crazy jealous of her, and like doesn't even try to hide it. Copies her like single white female status. I'm glad Mia didn't go, because being out in the wilderness and seclusion with Gypsy Rose Blanchard is the last place I would want to be, especially if I was her self-proclaimed #1 trigger.
Meanwhile, Christy keeps showing up for the content and collabs, even when things look uncomfortable. Some folks say she enables stuff for her own benefit, but the family dynamics are clearly pulling in different directions. It seems like Rod and Mia keeping more distance is working better for them right now. This whole thing just shows how Gypsy's world keeps sending out ripples that end up hitting the people closest to her the hardest, whether it's those awkward mom-daughter TikToks that feel like they're trying too hard, the deleted comments, or these bigger rumors about Mia's job. It all starts to look like one big messy web. And the fact that Gypsy has publicly admitted the jealousy and trigger stuff, that just makes it harder to write off as simple sister rivalry.
Is very little. I do not work tonight. Hope you follow, so I will be looking for you. Okay, good. Everyone go follow the teenage. Oh, thank you for this, girl. Yeah. Girl, I don't know why Gypsy Rose did that. I don't know Gypsy Rose. We don't know Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose is random. I don't even follow that girl. That girl's doom scrolling on my page. Apparently she knows that though. I don't know anything about this lady. All I know is what she did. What she went to jail for. And what her mom did to her. Like, that's so sad. But like, all I know is she's crazy. I've been seeing her little jail videos and she's like got wigs on. I don't know. The girl scares me. I keep begging to come over to my house and to his Airbnb. Oh, you got proof? Do you have proof? I'm not like questioning you. I'm just like, DM me. I want to see. I'll be able to open the chat once I get offline. I just want to see it. Yeah, like that girl's crazy. Oh, hi, Simpin. Thank you.
Last night, a friend of mine took a screenshot on Gypsy Rose's page of one of her videos. It has now since been deleted. I went and checked, tried.
Don't be shy, you can at me, sis, cause ain't nothing worse than a pick me bitch.
So tell me, what do you guys think? Do you believe these rumors about the job situation are way overblown? Or does the timing plus Gypsy's own words about Mia being a trigger make it feel like there might be something to it? Are you team let them figure out their complicated family stuff in private? Or do you think Mia's been smart to put some distance there and protect her own life? I really want to hear where you stand on this. Anyway, that's the latest tea on the Blanchard family for now. It really is never boring with them, is it? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. And while you're there, tell me where you're watching from and what time it is right now. Are you cozy at home on your lunch break doing a late night scroll? Spill it, I love knowing. If you enjoyed this chat, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn those notifications on so we don't miss any future tea sessions together. Well, I love you guys. See you in the next one.